but it's anyone's game.
Indeed, Anushka. And Fairfirst, the defending champions coming into the finals, will be as a menace for Akbar brothers, as you mentioned. And Akbar brothers did beat Ceylon in their semi-final after a nail-biting encounter. And Fairfirst quite comprehensively beat Sampath Bank in their semi-final as well. And we are just minutes away from game time. We'll head into a short commercial break and we'll be back with the live action. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
පන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම ThePapare on Dialog TV
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare කතුරු මිතුරු
මොකටද දීවේ
පිටේ කුණු ඇතුළුවා කියලා
දැන් Dialog Television ViU Mini ViU Hub හා ViU App තුලින් ඔබේ සිනහවට වග කියනු නොලැබේ.
කමන්ඩර් ජෝන් සිනහට
පිටි පන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම ThePapare on Dialog TV
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. The biggest stars, the boldest plays. Shamaria Tapatu leads the charge at the Women's Big Bash 2025. Live from November 9 to December 13 on Star Sports. Select 1 HD, channel 121. Also streaming on the ViU Plus app.
Just a little bit of
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Get ready, Sri Lanka. The ultimate battle on the rugby pitch. Interclub Rugby League is back. Catch every thrilling moment, exclusive highlights, and live action only on Sri Lanka's #1 sports network, ThePapare on Dialog Television. Or watch it live anytime, anywhere on the ViU Plus app and thepapare.com. Join the roar, feel the passion. Don't miss the Interclub Rugby League, only on ThePapare.
Welcome back with the live action here at the Royal College Indoor Basketball Arena. It's the A Division Men's Final. Fairfirst Insurance taking on Akbar. And just seconds away from jump off. Dasun Mendes and Isuru Pereira will be contesting for the jump off. And it's game time here at the Royal College Indoor Basketball Complex. As a foul drawn by Akbar.
Yes, early turnover by the well-experienced Isuru Pereira, but that's how the game goes. Sometimes it's the most experienced players that do the easiest mistakes. And there we go. For Team Akbar on the board. Senro Alves with the first points. Nimesh with the ball. Excellent post player. Back to Randima. To Isuru. Backing down on Dasun. Stolen by Tahir Akbar Ali. Good bit of defense from Team Akbar, Atif.
Indeed, Akbar Ali was brilliant in that semi-final against Selan Bank. And here's the skipper, Dimitri rather, for Akbar. Randima. Sehan under the basket and misses the opportunity to convert it.
Yes, Atif, there's a mismatch down there with Udyanga being guarded by Senura. A very big height difference there. So Fairfirst trying to make full use of that and to get early points on the board. And that's the first free throw for Udyanga. Another national player. One of the star performers for this team. He might not show up on the boards a lot of time in terms of scoring, but he's someone who leads the team and sets the offense, sets the defense, calms his run down. Essential player for Team Fairfirst.
Indeed, had Akbar. Dasun Mendes. Tahir, Akbar Ali to Praneeth. Praneeth finds Tahir and well defended. And Fairfirst fails to keep out Dasun Mendes. And he continues in his merry way. Brilliant start by Team Akbar.
Yeah, Dasun adding to his total of 144 points. And I'm pretty sure that's the first out of many to come for this game. Brent, mid-range jumper. No good. But ball somehow ends up in the hands of Randima. Cross-court pass to Brent. Dribbles against Tahir. Works him. Well defended and turns the ball over. Good bit of defense by Tahir. Rightly said, Atif, he had an instrumental third quarter in the semi-finals against Ceylon. And that's Praneeth drawing the foul from Nimesh. He had an excellent third quarter. Got a lot of rebounds right above the rim. Scored about 3 or 4 baskets, back to back. So he needs to show up for this game. And Praneeth will have to do his usual thing. Drives, kicks it out to Dasun. And easy does it, 148.
And adding to what you said, Anushka, Tahir Akbar Ali and Dimitri, the skipper for Akbar, was brilliant in that third quarter in that semi-final against Ceylon.
Yes, early foul committed by Dimitri. But it was hustle foul, so I don't think the coach will say anything much against that. Team Akbar, coached by Ajit Kurupu. Very experienced coach, Sri Lanka's head coach for a long time. Good hustle by Nimesh. Scores under the basket. Another strong presence in this whole league, Nimesh. So he's been dominating the post for Fairfirst. Ball kicked out to Tahir. Rims out. Shot too short. Yeah, so Nimesh has been very instrumental in getting Fairfirst off to a good start. He usually sets himself up in the post to score. But it's through with the ball. Kicks it out to Randima. Guarded by Dimitri. To the Udyanga. Lob pass to Nimesh. Backs down Praneeth. Kicks it out to Isuru. Isuru shoots. No good. Good bit of offensive rebounding by Fairfirst.
Indeed, and Fairfirst are missing the services of Keshava Pereira. And as I was speaking, Isuru with a brilliant piece of play Very unfortunate not to score.
Excellent move by Brent. Unfortunately, couldn't get the shot to go in. But turnover ball, and it's Akbar ball. Shenura, excellent shooter, excellent from the three-point line. You don't want to leave that man open and get him free looks. Praneeth shoots and scores. Praneeth Udumalagala, the number 23 for Akbar. You can't leave that man open. Hand down, man down. Rebounded by Shenura. Akbar on the break to Dimitri. Shoots and scores. So you got a lot of, and the first timeout called by Fairfirst. A good timeout. They don't want to let the lead get too far. So a lot of, a good mix in players for Team Akbar. You got the mid-range genius in Dimitri. Long-range efforts in Shenura, Praneeth, and the low post dominance by Dasun and Praneeth, who's got it all. So Team Akbar, a well-balanced team coming into the finals.
Indeed, very well said, Anushka. And a timely timeout from Fairfirst. They were in desperate need for a break, and Akbar brothers were running away with the point scoring in that first few exchanges.
There's 4 minutes in, 13 points to 4. Akbar brothers with the early lead. You can see on the top left-hand corner, the Akbar faithful coming out here in numbers. They were very active during the semi-finals, and I think as the game goes on, you'll see them get a bit more vocal as well. But for now, ball with Randima to Terence Nadoff. Drives baseline, well guarded. Udanga for the three. Comes up short, rebounded by Dimitri, and it's Dasun on the break. And somehow, Arnold Brent dropping players here, right, left. Another rebound for Dasun. So Terence Nadoff is down here from Australia. He's here for this tournament. He was an excellent mid-range shooter, an amazing player for St. Anne's back in his school career. A really good threat when it comes to mid-range shooting. So Dimitri and Terence Nadoff, you don't want to leave those guys open. And if I'm not mistaken, Terence also represented Sri Lanka at the national level and was a member of the Mercantile basketball team for a very long time. So another experienced player coming down just to play this tournament.
Indeed, plenty of experience in the bag for Fairfirst and Akbar brothers as well. And as we speak, Shenura from the left-hand corner for 3 points.
Rebounded by Udanga. Fakes. Evades the long hands of Dasun and scores. Tough bucket for Shehan Udanga. 6-13.
Superb hold-up play from Shehan Udanga on that occasion for Fairfirst. Here's a Praneeth, the experienced Praneeth, through the defenses. Finds Dimitri, and Dimitri does no mistake. Brilliant basketball from Team Akbar.
Trading buckets for both teams. Akbar brothers wouldn't mind that. For Fairfirst, they need to get a few stops. Good play for Praneeth Udumalagala. Basic basketball. Pass and cut. That's what a coach would tell you. Ever since you start basketball, you know, pass and cut. And for any youngsters watching, that's how you do it.
Arnold Brent under the rim. Good rebound from Dasun Mendes. Here's Praneeth. Finds Mendes. Mendes with the jump shot and scores Mendes. Akbar brothers scoring left, right, center in this men's Division A finals.
And Udanga contesting 1-1 with Dasun. It's good to see a bit of battle happening down low. Nimesh has been quiet so far. I think Pranit Udumalagala guarding Nimesh has managed to make him quiet. Good bit of hands from Arnold. Senura, you don't want to leave him open in the short corner. Dimitri to Tahir. Tahir to Dasun. Backs down on Nimesh. Cross-court pass to Chenura. Drives and scores. A good ball movement by Akbar. 21 points to 8 with 2 minutes left to go, 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Akbar dominating this first quarter so far.
Indeed. Fairfirst have no answers for Akbar's offensive play. Here's Randima, finds Terence and Adolf. Shehan Udayanga to Brent. Brent with the jump shot. Mendes collects the rebound. Here's Team Akbar yet again through the skipper. Dimitri for 2 points, but the rim comes against him.
I think the number 6 for Fairfirst, Roshan Randima, is looking for a sub. Clutching his hamstrings. Let's hope it's nothing serious. It's just a little strain. Yeah, that is easily fixed. But coming back to the game, 21 points to 8. Isuru Pereira back in the court. Cross-court pass to Nimesh to Isuru. Backing down on Dasun. Good strong move, but couldn't come up with the bucket. Well defended. Tahir. Powerful drive to the bucket. Coast to coast and scores. 15-point lead. Down 2 minutes. And Atif, I said as the game will go on, the Akbar faithful will have their voices. I don't know if the crowd can hear it, but there's a lot of chance of go Akbar, go.
Akbar playing with 6 men, including their crowd. And how much will Fairfirst miss Keshav Pereira's services here, Anushka?
Yeah, in terms of size, they would really ideally want him playing because Dasun Mendes, to guard Dasun Mendes, you need to have a lot of stamina because he will put a lot of pressure on your big men. As you can see, you had to have Isuru Pereira switch on him. You had to have Udayanga switch on him because he's such a dominating presence. As you can see right there, you need to have 3 men guarding him. So it's a big ask, having 3 men guard Dasun, which leaves the likes of Pranit, Chenura, and Dimitri open to take wide open shots.
Indeed. And Pranit for 3 points. It's the rim. Here's Nadov.
Arnold Brent with the ball. To Terence. Long shot. Udayanga not happy with that. Chenra with the rebound. Just under a minute to go. Cross-court pass to Dimitri. He looks, he shoots, and he scores.
This is what you were saying, leaving the skipper Dimitri all alone. And he does no mistake.
It's 2 possession game right now. Brent driving against Dasun. Beautifully defended by the big man. And he passes it to Chenra, short corner 3. Ooh, rare miss for him. Open shot. You'd really expect Chenra to make those kind of shots. All he needs is 1 to go in and he's going to be a dangerous man for the rest of the game. So luck with Fairfirst in that occasion.
Indeed, it was the case in that semi-final as well. And we are just 10 seconds away for the closure in this first quarter in the men's finals.
Yes, good bit of defense by Fairfirst, especially Suru. Coming close to Pranit to cover him. 2 seconds left. We still got Team Fairfirst able to take 1 shot in. Long pass. Oh, beautiful assist. put that on the highlight reel. All the way from behind the court. Up to Nimesh for the alley-oop. Can we just see that one more time? I think the crowd would love to see it. 25 points to 12. Fairfirst having their way in the first quarter. Beg your pardon, Akbar brothers having their way in the first quarter. A lead of 13 points going into the second quarter. But Atif, 13-point lead. How do you think Fairfirst would look to go about their game in the second quarter?
A huge mountain to climb, Anushka. Won't be easy with how Akbar brothers have been playing in this first quarter. And Fairfirst going into the break and will be hoping to come back with a plan in their mind. And as you mentioned, Akbar brothers have been right on point since that whistle went off for first quarter.
Yes, these are some of the highlights. Udayanga having to fight a battle down post. Dimitri always good in the mid-ranges. Pranitha Dumalaga doing what he does best. And Dasun, what else can I say? You know, there's not much left to say about him. You'll see a lot of contact throughout this game because, you know, a lot of big bodies on the court. So a lot of contact is to be expected. Tahir came out strong. Terence. But it was Team Akbar throughout the game and that shot. Just look at that. The vision from Terence, the finish from Nimesh, closing the quarter off in grand fashion.
As I mentioned before, lots of work to do from a Fairfirst's perspective. And we are just half a minute away in this before second quarter. It will be Fairfirst starting off the proceedings in quarter number 2. Here's Randima.
Yeah, big body screen right there by Isuru Pereira. A lot of body to avoid for Dimitri. Isuru Pereira, a talented player on court and off court. I think he plays in a band. I'm not sure which instrument, but I know he plays in a band, and also he's a fitness coach as well. So as Tahir scores. So multi-talented player, and I think you can see that he does a lot of weightlifting when you just see him.
Definitely a big unit, Isuru. And here's Nimesh through the defense. And clumsy bit of work from the skipper, Randima.
Yes, wayward pass led to a turnover for Randima. Pranith bringing the ball in. Hand off to Dimitri. Pass to Tenura. Screen. Beautiful bit of work. Dimitri comes up short on that occasion, but I think he had a lot more time than he thought. He could have just taken one dribble and gone for the under the basket. Redeems himself. Redeems himself immediately. Dasun with the follow, but after the foul, you can see the athleticism on show here. After the basket, so it doesn't count, but 2 free throws for Dimitri. Ideally, he should have scored that layup, but 2 free throws. Atif, Dasun, athleticism. I mean, that man can jump.
Indeed, we saw the same in the semi-final as well. Here's the skipper, Dimitri, missing his first free throw. and doesn't do the same in the second. Dimitri showing his quality, bouncing back very quickly, and he has Arnold Brent. Beautiful basketball, beautiful from Arnold Brent. Fairfirst slowly but surely making a small comeback into this game.
Yeah, Atif, so Arnold, the second brother of the Stallone family. Elder brother was Clinton, former national representative as well, who's now playing his basketball abroad. Arnold Brand, the middle brother, so he's also national representative, schooled at St. Benedict's and then AIS, playing, showing out his skills today. And I think the younger brother is also at St. Benedict's, and I think if he keeps playing the basketball the same way he does, he'll be a star for Sri Lanka as well.
Definitely. And basketball surely runs through his family as well, as Praneeth draws a foul under the basket.
Yeah, and if Clinton is watching, your brother is doing an amazing job. Shout out to Clinton. First free throw. Rims out. Praneeth steadies his nerves. Gathers his thoughts. And just like that, second free throw is good. So a bit of a shift in the momentum from that rush we saw in the first quarter. Udayanga does the right thing. Saw the mismatch, drove in, and got that bucket. I told you at the beginning, he's one of the players that is essential for Fairfirst. Plays the game the right way.
Definitely, and he has done justice for a statement. In the meantime, there will be a substitution for Fairfirst. Terence Nadoff will be replaced by the skipper Randima after nursing a small discomfort in his hamstring.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's anything serious, Atif. It's just probably the mature legs of his, father time comes for all of us. Roshan Randima has been playing basketball for a long, long time. He was my first basketball coach at St. Joseph's. And he was playing at that time, and he's still playing now.
Have aged like fine wine, and Isuru almost makes the 3 points. Here's Chenura. Good handling from Akbar. Here's Mendes. Finds Akbar Ali. Akbar Ali was in a collision. Here's Udayanga.
As draws the foul from Praneeth. Very sly play, cunning play by Udayanga. Just to tell you something, a small fact on the players playing today. We've got all of these players playing basketball, club basketball in Sri Lanka. So you've got Brent, Nimesh, who all play for Colombo. So for Akbar, they've got 5 players from Colombo Bulls playing. Praneeth, Senura, Dimitri, Tahir, and Randil on the bench. And they've got Udayanga, who's playing the opposing team. So we've got 6 representatives from Colombo Bulls. So it's good to see, as you see, even though the foul was made by Udayanga, Praneeth and them shook hands because they know their players. They're friends off court, best of friends off court, but rivals on the court.
Definitely. And Praneeth spreads the play. Dimitri with the jump shot.
Yeah, steps out of bound. Randima. Timeout called by Ajit Kuruppu. So 4 minutes in to the second half. A lead cut down to single digits. 29 points to 20. So good, smart play from Team Fairfirst, looking to crawl their way back into the game. And, they lost the first quarter without any question. They were dominated by Akbar. But slowly but surely that experience is looking to rear its head. We've got Isuru, Randima setting the tone, Udayanga setting the tone. So 9 points lead with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter. The finals is all anyone's game right now.
Indeed. When it comes to a final, it's anyone's game. As Danushka mentioned. And Fairfirst are well and surely right back in the game.
Still got a bunch of spectators walking in. Everyone wants to be here to witness this final live. But for those who can't be here, you're tuned into Papare, Sri Lanka's leading sports channel, watching the finals, the men's A division finals between Akbar and Fairfirst. As Terrace brings the ball up, kicks it back to Arnold. Back to Udanga, backs down on Chenura. Short corner three, fakes, drives against Chenura and the big man and scores. Terence Densil Needorf from Kurunagala St. Anne's, playing in the final, played his basketball for most of his club career at Blues, represented the team loyally, and now with Fairfirst for this season. Mid-range jumper from Dimitri, well rebounded by Tahir. Ball ends up with Dimitri. Dasun against Nimesh. Nimesh with a good bit of defense, and Fairfirst with the ball.
Good bit of defensive work from Fairfirst, and here's Fairfirst in the offense. Udayanga gives it to Randima. Randima for 3 points. Agonizingly short. Here's Praneeth switching the play. Chenura.
Good follow-up rebound by Udayanga, but just couldn't finish it off. I think he'll be disappointed with himself, but basketball is such a game, you got to let go of things and move on. Dimitri, and fouled by Randima. You can't breach the player's landing space, Atif. We've had this conversation going ever since Zaza landed underneath Kawa in the finals when they played against each other. So a big issue, because you have to be wary about players' safety. That's the first thing, the first concern. And the referee is calling the foul, rightly so.
Indeed, safety comes first in any sport you play. And here's Dimitri, makes it 2-2. Superb free throw from the skipper, Dimitri. And the youngster, Henry, makes his way into the court, replacing Chenura. Randil Henry had a decent semi-final against Ceylon, and will be wanting to put on a show in the finals as well. What can we expect from a player like Henry, Danushka?
So Atif, in this tournament, if anything, I think Randil needs to be a bit more confident in his ability, because he's a player with a good set of basketball skills. Got the basics right. He's got everything. He's coming off ACL injury, rehabbed it, as you can see, taped on his left knee. Big tape there. So he has done his homework. He has done all the right things. He has done the rehab well. It's just that he's an excellent three-point shooter as well.
And
good pass from Akbar. Couldn't get it to go though. But if anything, if I can say anything to him, he needs to be a lot more confident in his ability, because he's got the right stuff.
Indeed. And coming off an injury and playing in this level isn't always easy with the big boys.
Yeah, I think this would probably be his first game for Mercantile, first season in Mercantile as well, playing A Division. It's not a small ask. And so far, I think he's done a good job, but I think he can do a lot more better in terms of supporting his team and instilling a lot more confidence by his teammates on him.
Indeed.
Dimitri with the slide pass. Pranit couldn't get it to go. Dasun with the rebound. And Dasun does what he's trying to do. You know, he dominates the boards. You know, he'll get a lot of fouls down there. Timeout called by Fairfirst. I think Coach Asanga sensed that momentum is not going their way. Calls for a quick timeout. Good call. The right call by the coach. So let's see all the players get into the huddle. You can see it's a jam-packed stadium, Atif. You know, there's no space left. Akbar supporters on the left-hand side. Fairfirst supporters on the right-hand side. I mean, everyone is everywhere, I think, you know. Small stadium.
We can see an Akbar cap in the Fairfirst side as well, Anushka. And still, there's crowd creeping in to the Royal College Indoor Basketball Arena.
A lot of young kids watching here at this venue. So it's a good sign to see, because I think the players need to understand, young ones especially, need to understand the game that is played in Sri Lanka right now. Because there is a vast difference between the game played in Sri Lanka and what's played in the NBA, you know, and the other overseas leagues as well. Yes, there is a lot of emphasis on step-back threes and a lot of, you know, because of the likes of the influence caused by Curry and in the new generation Shea. So they need to understand how basketball is played in Sri Lanka, because we play at a different level, because our bodies are made different, our talents are different. We are speedy players in Sri Lanka. We're not the strongest players when it compares to the world. So young ones need to understand how they need to play in Sri Lanka to adapt to Sri Lankan situations.
And as we speak, here's Dimitri for Akbar. Dimitri with the jump shot. Beautiful counter-attack from Fairfirst. Here's Terence Nadoff.
A step. Ball knocked out of bounds. But good counter-attack by Fairfirst. But still, Akbar brothers had 4 people down to cover him. So good play from both teams. Pranit goes for a shot. Immediately apologizes to the bench. He understood that was not the right shot to make. And I think if you look very closely, you can see in the background Pranit's wife uttering her disapproval at that shot as well, as Udyanga scores another bucket down low.
Akbar Ali gives it to Dimitri. Dimitri to Akbar Ali. Akbar Ali with the jump shot.
Fairfirst, good bit of hustle down there. And Dimitri, good defense, coming back down as fast as he could to stop that bucket.
Excellent track back from Dimitri. On his toes, the skipper. Here's Terence. Randima. And Isuru. Isuru for the points. Good use of his body.
Yeah, that was power. That was just pure power right there. All that strength training. And now the total opposite in Dimitri. Jumper, mid-range, no good. And Randima gets the ball and settle his team. Calls for a bit of calm. This is what he's going to do. He's going to set the plays. Terence with the ball. Calling for the screen. Doesn't use it. Kicks it to Randima. Randima with the shot. No good. Dasun ends up with the ball, Atif.
Tahir Ali. Akbar Ali rather. Dasun. Amongst the traffic. Goes for the shot. Valiant effort from Dasun Mendes.
Atif, I think Dasun also needs to understand that unlike the other teams, Ceylon, David Pires, Sampath, Fairfirst is a different unit. altogether, because there's a lot more size when it comes to Fairfirst in terms of Isuru, Nimesh, Udayanga. I know JJ is not here, but even if he was here, that's add more size. And I think all the players, when you look at the team playing, are 6 foot and above. That means a lot of wingspan in terms of Udayanga. I know he's got an amazing wingspan on him. And even those who are in the bench right now, Arnold Brent and young Charaka, all very tall players. So there's a lot more coverage when it comes to the defense of Fairfirst. So I think Dasun needs to figure that out, play a bit more smart as well. I know he can dominate, but he needs to be smart in choosing the right play.
Definitely a good. And just under a minute ago, Fairfirst opted for a timeout here. And it shows just 47 seconds remaining in this second quarter. And we'll be heading to the break. Still, the difference between the two teams is just 7 points. And anything could happen in that third quarter, as we saw in that semi-final. Akbar brothers against Ceylon. Akbar brothers turned the game on its head in that third quarter.
Yeah, turned the game on its head real well. Another long pass, but this time well defended by Pranit. As he drives in, kicks it off to Dasun. Lot of contact there. Cost the turnover. 38.8 seconds left. Senura back in the game. No doubt for his shooting abilities. As Randima brings the ball up. Calls for the screen from Isuru. Dimitri doing well. Isuru. Back to Randima. Back to Isuru. Mid. Shoots. Rebounded by Nimesh. Couldn't get it to go. Great rebound from him. Great bit of hustle. And 2 free throws. A chance to bring the lead down to 5 points. Not the greatest at math here, but yeah, that's about right, Adil. Yep.
Yes, it is. Anushka. Just under 20 seconds to go. Here's Nimesh. Beautiful free throw. And a
very good free throw shooter in Nimesh. So you'd expect him to make both free throws. And he rightly does so. So 20 seconds on the clock. We expect this to be the final play for the half. Akbar will look to wind the clock down. Go for a good shot. Ball with Tahir to Chenura. Drops Nimesh. Goes baseline and scores. But 5 seconds. Still time. And Chenura stole the ball. A lot of contact there. Lot of contact there for Chenura. 35-28. 7-point lead going into the half. Akbar with the upper hand. Closely chased by Fairfirst. An amazing second quarter followed up by Fairfirst in retaliation to the first quarter dominance by Akbar. Atif, how do you think the quarter went for Akbar? For Fairfirst?
I think, in my opinion, Fairfirst did very well compared to that first quarter. It was a game with even Stevens. Both these teams sharing points equally, almost equally. And we'll be heading into a short commercial break. We'll be back with you with the third quarter. Stay tuned with Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
පන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම. ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
කතුරු මිතුරු.
මොකටද දීවි?
පිටේ කුණු ඇතුළුවා කියලා.
දැන් Dialog Television ViU Mini ViU Hub හා ViU App තුලින් ඔබේ සිනහවට වග කියනු නොලැබේ.
කමන්ඩර් ජෝන් සින කට්ටක. හා!
පිටිපන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම. ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. The biggest stars, the boldest plays. Shamaria Tapatu leads the charge at the Women's Big Bash 2025. Live from November 9 to December 13 on Star Sports. Select 1 HD, channel 121. Also streaming on the ViU Plus app.
Just a little bit of
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Get ready, Sri Lanka. The ultimate battle on the rugby pitch. Interclub Rugby League is back. Catch every thrilling moment, exclusive highlights, and live action only on Sri Lanka's #1 sports network, ThePapare on Dialog Television. Or watch it live anytime, anywhere on the ViU Plus app and thepapare.com. Join the roar, feel the passion. Don't miss the Interclub Rugby League, only on ThePapare.
just a little bit of
පිටිපන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
Experience the future with Dialog Television. Best of local and international content. Thousands of videos on demand. Seamless rewind. Remoteless control on your mobile. Continue watching on the go. Your Dialog ViU experience is now upgraded. Dialog ViU Plus, tomorrow's entertainment today.
just a little bit of
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
ඔයගේ හෘද සාක්ෂියට ගරු කරන්න කියලා මම කාල වේලාවක් දෙන්න.
කාලයට මේ අමිහිරි අතීතය වලලන්නට නොහැකි වුණු බව මට දැන් වැටහේ.
the first time on Sri Lankan TV, Dialog Television brings you Lionsgate Play.
You enjoy this?
We're gonna have a great time.
All right.
Now available free of charge to all Dialog ViU Hub and ViU Mini postpaid customers. To access, simply go to the home screen on your Dialog ViU and go to Movies and select Lionsgate Play. Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement. Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action, feel the excitement.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to ThePapare, Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, as we are bringing you the live action of this 33rd MSBA League 2025, the A Division Men's Final. Akbar Brothers taking on Fairfirst Insurance, as Akbar Brothers went into the half-time having the upper hand, 35 points to 28. But it was a brilliant comeback by Fairfirst Insurance. Akbar Brothers did have a massive lead in the beginning of the game, but Fairfirst, inch by inch, did manage to cut that deficit, as the final two quarters are going to be an interesting one, as the current score is 35 to 28, as we are just few seconds away for the commencement of the second half. Dasun Mendis, Pranit, Dimitri Tahir, Chenura, all have been brilliant for Akbar Brothers. The combination seems pretty good, continuing that momentum from the semi-finals. They dominated over Ceylon Bank in that semi-final, and similar scenes for Fairfirst Insurance as well, as they dominated Sampath Bank in that first semi-final, as these two teams are clashing for the finals. Joining with me in the com box will be Anushka Jailat.
Thank you, Janidu. Welcome back to the game. Listeners tuning into Papare, Sri Lanka's leading sports channel, and this is the A Division Men's Finals from the Mercantile League. It's Team Akbar against Fairfirst, 35 to 28, 37 to 28, with the lead by Akbar. Dominant first quarter by Akbar led to this, but well fought out second quarter by Fairfirst to cut the lead down to just 7 points. Beautiful pass by Nimesh to Randima. The old legs playing like a young man here. 37 points to 30, just a 7-point lead, Janidu. So we've had a good bit of defense by the experienced Randima. So Janidu, you've been watching the game from afar. Tell us your thoughts on what you saw.
Well, I would hand over the credit to Fairfirst Insurance for the comeback. They had to chase a massive lead. But talking about Akbar Brothers, it was the third quarter that they did the damage in that semi-final against Ceylon Bank. It was a nail-biting game, but Akbar Brothers did change everything in that third quarter. It was a 20-point lead at the end of the day, as Nimesh drives through. That was some lovely work, but just couldn't hold on to it. And yes, Dasun Mendis, a very dangerous player. Pranit to Chenura.
Good bit of defense. Dimitri creeping in. Rebound with Akbar. And Chenura de Alves. Short corner three. You don't want to get that man shooting. He'll catch fire real quick. Number 24 with the three. And that gets the Akbar fans going. And that's a double-digit lead once again. For Fairfirst, it's Terence, Randima, Udanga, Nimesh and Isuru. For Akbar is Pranit, Dasun, Dimitri, Tahir and Chenura. A foul call on the number 23, Pranit.
Well, Anushka, I believe it's
scratching his head in disbelief at that call.
And it's the fourth foul for Pranit. Not good signs for Akbar Brothers. Pranit being one of their key players, main players. He plays a huge role for Akbar Brothers. He will have to play safe. 2 quarters remaining.
Yeah, I think he's smart enough. He's experienced enough to know how to play the game without committing a foul. You saw how dearly Akbar missed Pranit in their game against Fairfirst in the group stages, leading to a 23-point loss. Good defense by Chenura. Drawing the foul from Udanga. It may be smiles all around, but a lot of competition, a lot of fierce fire burning in these players' hearts. Pranit Udamalagala on 4 fouls. Ball with Chenura, driving against Terence. Scoop shot, and it's good. Chenura de Alves catching fire early in the third quarter. If he catches his fire, he catches Team Akbar are in safe hands.
Once again, rebounded by Chenura. Chenura to Pranit. Pranit fakes the 3. Lovely pass to Dimitri. Dimitri to Dasun Mendes. As Dasun Mendes will draw the foul.
Foul on Isur Pereira, I think. Puts the hand down. Caught Dasun. 2 very strong players. Ball with Chenura. Driving in. Cross-court pass. Intercepted by Udanga, but ball still with Akbar. So, Johnny, I've got the stat sheet for the first half with me right now. 28-35 the scores were. Leading scorer for Akbar. For Fairfirst, it was Udanga with 10 points. 7 rebounds and no turnovers. That's a very good first half for Udanga. But for Team Akbar, surprising to see Dasun not on the leaderboard. But it's Dimitri with 13 points, 4 rebounds and 3 steals. So good show from him. But Dasun Mendes, of course, you can not count him out. 12 rebounds in the first half. Dominant. Randima with the rebound.
Yes, definitely. Dasun has been dangerous in this A-Division League as he makes no mistake with that layup. As he loses his balance, but he makes no mistake. Yes, that replay. Brilliant pass by Pranit. A backhand pass. And Dasun Mendes making no mistake as the score moves up to 44 points to 30. And here's Randima to Shan. Shan deciding to drive through. And he makes no mistake. Looked like a piece of a cake for him.
Yeah, Udanga using all that experience. Going for that easy bucket, the easy layup. Ball with Pranit. Screen from Dasun. Ball with Tahir. Foul on number 21, Nimesh. Two shots. And we see Brent coming into the game one more time. First shot for Tahir. No good. Needs to set himself. gather his thoughts. Yep, comes up short, rebounded with Terence, kicks it out to Udeanga. Somehow, Shehan Udeanga, the number 4 for Fairfirst, gets it to go. Amongst the trees, Janidu. Lovely bit of play from Udeanga, adding on to his tally of 10 points.
Definitely Anushka, as Pranit, Dimitri cuts. That's some brilliant work, but just couldn't make that basket count. I'm not too sure what the call was from the referee.
Foul call on Dimitri Janidu. Reaching for the ball, catching nothing but arm on that occasion. But good bit of hustle from Dimitri. Nimesh with the ball. Spins. Great bit of defense by Pranit. And that's it. Amongst the defenders, Pranit Udumalagala goes for 2 points. Adds to the lead. 34-46.
Here's Brent trying to drive through. As Chenura decides to drive through. And as it goes astray, here's Arnold Brent. Good anticipation there by Dimitri as it has been stolen by Akbar brothers. Here's Pranit once again. That was a good pass to Dasun Mendes, but just could not hold on to it.
Udeanga to the rescue on that occasion. So looking at Akbar's track record throughout the tournament, Janidu, third quarter has been their strongest quarter, and I think they're looking to go away with the game, but Fairfirst putting on quite a lot of defense here, not letting them score at will, not letting Dasun go on those mid-range runs, on those coast-to-coast runs here. Udeanga doing an excellent job in stopping those. So a lot of points for Udeanga in that sense. Udeanga kicks it to Nimesh. Well guarded by Dasun. Corner 3. Udeanga to Terence. Kicks it off to Nimesh. Nimesh with the 3-pointer. Rims out and rebounded by Tahir. Stolen by Udeanga. Back and forth play here, Janidu. I think this is one of those times when Sackting the Fool comes in with those, with that little bit of music, country music. Let's see if Team Akbar can buy a bucket here.
Definitely. Dasun Mendes buys that bucket for Akbar brothers. As the score moves up to 48-34. Yes, Shanu Udeanga trying his best to reach out to the ball. As it's a timeout called by the coach from Fairfirst Insurance.
Yeah, timely timeout. Lead pushed up to 14 points. With just over 3 minutes to go. He'd probably want his players to get their minds, get their players to have some sort of a game plan going into to finish the quarter. And of course, a very experienced team in Fairfirst need to rest their legs in comparison to the young Akbar team here, running at their fullest for the full 40 minutes.
Yes, definitely. And the other thing is, Anushka, both these teams into this league with a less number of players in the bench as well. So it has been the key 5 to 6 players who had run the show for these two teams. And definitely will want to give their best today, as it's been the last game, the final of the A Division men's final in this Mercantile Basketball League 2025. As Fairfirst Insurance, they were the defending champions. They would want to make it 2-2, exactly like the Ceylon girls did. They were the defending champions last year, and they made it count this year as well. We'll have to wait till the final whistle to see who will take the title home.
Interesting thing about the defending champs is they are missing one of their players. The number 6, Pranit Udumalagal, who's playing for Akbar right now. So Pranit is trying to go for back-to-back, and so is Fairfirst here as well. So it's fun to see that those kind of competitions happening, those little games that are happening within the game itself. Dimitri against Randima. Drives in, kicks the ball out to Randil. Randil to Pranit. Pranit for the 3. No good. Rims out, rebounded by Nimesh. So I think one of the things that Fairfirst should look to do is use Pranit's 4th foul to their advantage. As Dasun finishes the easy layup. Pranit is on 4 fouls. They need to attack him because he won't be at his fullest, but well defended by Dimitri and Chenura on that occasion against Udayanga. Drawing the offensive foul. Frustration showing for the Fairfirst players.
Definitely Udayanga not happy with the call from the referee. Seems really disappointed. As Chenura will send it to Pranit.
Guarded by Udayanga. Screened by Dasun. Cross-court pass to Randil. Drives and shoots the mid-ranger. I was speaking about this earlier. Great defense by Pranit. Saving that 5th foul. Lovely defense there by Fairfirst. Udayanga guarded by Pranit. Randima with the 3. Rims out, no good. Ball with Akbar. I was speaking about Atif on Randil in the first half, about how he needs to have more confidence. As you can see, the air ball right there, the young man didn't get his shot to go in the way he wanted to. But as they say, shooter should shoot because he's an excellent shooter. And I do wish that he would shoot the ball a bit more. Dasun misses, gets his own rebound and scores. And just like that, easy as he does it. Easily he'll end up to be the top scorer for this tournament.
Well, interesting play there as Udayanga draws a basket for Fairfirst Insurance. 52-36. Fairfirst will have a lot to do here as there's 1 more minute remaining for this 3rd quarter. There's Chenura. Lovely ball work there as Randil cuts over him as he opts to go for the 3. Rims out. Very well rebounded by Pranit. And he makes it count. What a lovely shot that was. Here's Arnold Brent trying to drive through. Good hustle by Dimitri. As Randima feeds it to Shayan Udayanga. Shayan makes no mistake once again. He has been brilliant in that area.
.54 points to 38, the score should be. As Dasun scores another one. 56-36. Going into the 4th quarter, 20-point lead. It's going to be an uphill battle for Team Fairfirst to come back from behind to take the championship, to go back-to-back. It's going to be a tough ask, Janidu. You can hear the Akbar faithful cheering at their fullest. The flag just about to wave. The Akbar flag in red. So let's take a look at some of the highlights.
Fairfirst Insurance at the upper hand in the beginning of the quarter, but it was Akbar later on coming back strong. Credit goes to Dasun Mendes as he's back on momentum, he's back on rhythm. And Shehan Udeanga as well, he's having a great game here. But Fairfirst Insurance will have a lot to do as it is 56 points to 38. 18 points deficit. A lot of work to be done by Fairfirst Insurance. As we have one more quarter left. 56-38. Will Akbar take it home or will Fairfirst Insurance bounce back?
10 minutes of game time left. 18 points is the lead for Akbar. 10 minutes for Akbar to win their first ever A Division men's title. And 10 minutes for Fairfirst to defend their crown. 10 minutes of gameplay left. 10 minutes to have all these deciders. And it's ball with Fairfirst. Shehan Udeanga has been leading a charge down low. He's been trying his hardest. And on the other hand, Pranit with the miss, Dimitri with the tip. Akbar going out for a 20-point lead. A lot of contact there on the bottom. And that's Pranit. Easy 22-point lead in an A Division final, Janidu.
Yes, definitely, and you wouldn't want to give such opportunities to Pranit, as it will be a piece of a cake for him. Yes, Terence to Shehan Udeanga. Shehan Udeanga to Brent. Brent to Nimesh. Nimesh for the three, and that's through. Lovely work there. Brilliant team play. As the ball was rotated around, and Nimesh opted for the three-pointer. That was a clean shot by Nimesh as Chenura decides to go on his own. Lovely pass to Tahir. Tahir to Chenura. Some lovely work by Akbar brothers. Just like in the semi-final, playing as a team. Brilliant plays. Yes, Nimesh, a bounce pass to Terence as he has been caught on travel violation.
Good bit of defense from Tahir. Forcing that turnover from Terence. But what a game we've had so far. Akbar being dominant for good 32 minutes. And Tahir powering his way to the bucket. You know the confidence is high when Tahir drives the basket like that. And so far, in the couple of minutes that we played in the fourth quarter, it has been nothing but Fairfirst. Easy misses from Fairfirst. Dasun calling for the dunk on that occasion, but blocked by Nimesh. Dasun backs down on Nimesh. Cross-court pass to Chenura. Chenura fakes, drives. Mid-range jumper, no good. And it's Fairfirst with the ball.
Once again, Terence to Randima. Randima will go for the three. And back-to-back 3 points for Fairfirst Insurance. They will need a lot more of that.
Yes, cuts the lead down to 20. Pranit, screen from Dasun. Kicks it out to Tahir. Misses on that occasion, rebounded by Randima. Pushes up court. Nimesh to Brent. Brent to Terence. Terence drives in and scores. 64-46. They've got the lead to go under 20. But it's still a very, very, very steep hill to climb. Just like that, it's back at 20, Janidu.
Definitely, that's Pranit for you. Once again, the deficit is 20 points. Ashan Udayanga deciding to drive through but slips the ball away. As there is a substitution as Arnold Brent has been taken out. Haven't worked much for him today. Anushka was brilliant in that semi-final, but haven't found his rhythm much today.
I think you got to give credit where credit is due. Janidu, defense has been amazing on him. Haven't let him had any free attempts. The only avenue that seems to be profitable for Fairfirst is the down low post moves with Shehan Udayanga going against Chenura. Big height difference, but Chenura has been holding his own there as well.
Yes, definitely. The plan from Akbar brothers has certainly worked out in favor of them as Shehan Udayanga makes no mistake with the first free throw. As he will go for the second one. 2-2 for him. Very experienced player. That's Pranit. Will send it to Tahir. Tahir asking for the screen by Dimitri. Dimitri cutting in, but Tahir opts to go on his own. Just couldn't find that basket. That's Randima to Nimesh. Nimesh once again for the three. And that's 2-2 for Nimesh.
Fairfirst looking to mount a comeback with the long range threes. 66-51. 15-point lead with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Tahir got it down low. Rebounded by Dimitri. Quick shot. No good. Rebounded by Nimesh. He rushed the shot on that one. And that's Dimitri calming the situation down. Waiting for his teammates to come back. Kicks the ball down low to Dasun. And he turns it over. 5 minutes left on the clock. Coach Ajit Kurupu decides to take a timeout. 15-point lead, Janidu. All to play for, I think.
Yes, definitely. These 5 minutes in the third quarter will be crucial for Fairfirst. Rather than getting into the fourth quarter under pressure, it's the best that they try to cut this deficit, try to catch up to the lead, as it will be convenient for them to fight hard in their final quarter, as they have a lot of work yet to do. As Akbar brothers just have to keep continuing their momentum, just have to keep exceeding that lead.
Yeah, Fairfirst, you can see players are gassed out, most of them, all running on the fumes at the moment. Both teams in fact. So it is an A Division Finals. 5 minutes, 8 seconds left on the clock. Randima, Nimesh, Isuru, Terence and Udayanga for Fairfirst. Dasun, Pranit, Chenura, Tahir and Dimitri for Akbar. It's a 15-point lead. Isuru to Terence. Terence for three. Comes up short. And it's Akbar's turn. Time is on their side. They can choose to run down the clock. Use the 24 seconds to their advantage. Dasun being guarded by Isuru. Rolls, steps, and he's called for the travel.
Anushka, seems to be the plan from Fairfirst is to go for the 3-pointers. Trying to cut that deficit, I believe.
Yeah, it has worked so far. If they've got some of the shots to go in. Well defended on that occasion. A lot of contact though. Not called by the referees. They've been letting the players play. Not saying ignoring the contact. Well, commentators curse. They didn't ignore that one. Praneeth passes off to Dasun. Kicks it off to Chandra. Unlike him to pass up on the opportunity to score a three-pointer. And that's Tahir foul on the shot. 2 free throws for him. Judging by his last 2 free throws, I would tend to say it is a good foul. But let's see what young Tahir could do on this occasion.
Yes, definitely seems to be in a bit of an under pressure. As this free throw goes astray as well. As he has one more to bounce back.
Akbar choosing not to jump for the ball on this. Tahir missing both shots. Udayanga well defended by Tahir. All by himself. And now it's Akbar's turn to run down the clock.
Here's Praneeth with the drive. Loses the ball, but Dimitri recovers it. As Chandra will slow things down. Yes, Chandra driving on his own. And that's a brilliant, lovely shot by Chandra Dialvis. Number 24 for you. As Terence feeds it to Isuru. Isuru, lovely spin and makes it simply.
Yes, using that opportunity to its fullest. Guarded by the shorter Chenura. I mean, compared to Isuru, not the tallest man. But we've established throughout this tournament that the shortest player in this league is Jared Fernando, who plays for WSO2. Jared, shout out.
And once again, it's Chandra Dialvis for Akbar Brothers. 23 points deficit. As it has increased. Lovely pass there to Isuru. But he decides to send it back as Randima will go for the three-pointer. Rims out. Very well rebounded by Tahir. Tahir to Praneeth. Will Praneeth go for the three? No, he gives it out to Dasun Mendes. As Dasun Mendes misses it.
But Dimitri with the timely rebound. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Winding down, Dimitri goes against Nimesh with the mid-range jumper, no good. Udayanga kicks it out to Nimesh. Quick three-pointer. Nothing but net. When you come to think about it, maybe they should have let Nimesh score some of those three-pointers early on. As Chandra draws the foul. Shooting lights out from 3, Nimesh Fernando. As timeout is called for Fairfirst. But you wonder if is it too late, Janadu? Is it too late when it's just starting to heat up? 2 minutes just left on the clock.
Well, I certainly believe there's enough time for Fairfirst Insurance to bounce back on the game. 2 more minutes remaining in this third quarter, and there's 10 more minutes available in the fourth quarter. As Nimesh has the upper hand. As Nimesh has the upper hand. As Nimesh has the upper hand with the three-pointers. And apologize for the miscommunication. This is the final quarter. And there's 2 minutes remaining. And the question asked by you, Anushka, will there be enough time for Fairfirst Insurance? Well, they'll have to do a lot of work in these 2 minutes.
Nothing is impossible, but it's highly improbable right now. Akbar Brothers, Ano pushover, they've got the experience of Praneeth. They've got the power of Dasun. They've got weapons in Chenura, Dimitri and Tahir. They'll look to wind down this clock. Use the whole 24 of it to get their shot in. And even if they miss, if they get the rebound. Yep. Oh, unlikely miss from Chenura. Arnold Brent back in for the last 2 minutes. Oof. Good bit of defense by Akbar. Dasun guarding Nimesh very closely. Not letting him get off those threes. And that's Jeevan Priyankar, the number 13. Coming into the game for the first time with just 90 seconds left on the clock. Feels like Coach Ajit Kurupu think it's game over.
Well, certainly having confidence in his boys. As Nimesh sends it to Brent. Brent goes for the three-pointer. This time makes no mistake, Brent. He finds his rhythm right when the team needs him.
Yeah, 12 points. Pranit Udumalagala brings the ball up, sets himself, eats up the clock. Eats up the clock a bit more as the bell rings. Blocked by Udanga and Nimesh and Udanga on the run. Yep. Brings the lead down to 10 with just under a minute to play. And Randil checks in for the last minute. The captain subs out. Coach Ajit with all the confidence in his players to finish this game off. Tahir winding down the clock for Jeevan. Jeevan to shoot. And I think we can call it right now. I think the Fairfirst players have given up in this game. They've conceded a victory. A good run from them on the fourth quarter to bring the lead down to 10 points.
An interesting move by Akbar brothers. Just letting the shot clock go away as they decide not to attempt on a shot. As just 24 seconds remaining. Like you mentioned, Akbar brothers will take this game home, Anushka. And like you mentioned, for the first time in this Mercantile League.
And they're going to call the game with 10 seconds left on the clock. Akbar brothers coming out victorious. Their first A Division title. Pranit Udumalagala, back-to-back champs. And you can see the boys hugging it out. Dasun Mendes, what a player. Most likely going to be the MVP for this tournament. Showed out throughout the tournament and as well as in the finals. You can see the players hugging it out. It was a fiercely competitive game. The scores might not reflect it, Janindu, but it was well fought out. Both teams gave it their all, but Akbar brothers, when the day came, they showed up to the court and decided they wanted the championship a bit more than the other one.
Definitely, I agree with you, Anushka. Credit goes to both these teams for a brilliant final, A Division final, as Fairfirst Insurance blows away the second opportunity for being back-to-back champions. As the final confirmation, Akbar brothers taking the title home, 70 points to 60. And brilliant passage of play by Akbar brothers, clinching that first A Division title.
Yeah, looking back at some of the highlights, you can see that there were a lot more play here in the fourth quarter, a lot more open play. Nimesh tried to claw back to get the lead close. But Team Akbar were having none of that. Even though the threes were going in, Akbar brothers kept their composure. Led by Pranit Udumalagala and Dasun Mendes, two outstanding players throughout the tournament and throughout their careers. Dasun Mendes, a national cap for Sri Lanka with a bright future ahead of him, showing out in this A Division tournament. Nimesh and Brent tried their very best with the long range attacks, but that 20-point lead was a bit too much to catch up to. Akbar brothers waving to their faithful, flags waving. And that's it for the end of the game. for those viewers, please don't go away. We will be back for the presentation in a short while.
ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lankaවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
කතුරු මිතුරු.
මොකටද දීවි?
පිටේ කුණු ඇතුළුවා කියලා.
දැන් Dialog Television ViU Mini ViU Hub හා ViU App තුලින් ඔබේ සිනහවට වග කියනු නොලැබේ.
කමන්ඩ ජෝන් සින කට්ටක.
පිටිපන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම. ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. The biggest stars, the boldest plays. Shamaria Tapatu leads the charge at the Women's Big Bash 2025. Live from November 9 to December 13 on Star Sports. Select 1 HD, channel 121. Also streaming on the ViU Plus app.
Just a little bit of
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Get ready, Sri Lanka. The ultimate battle on the rugby pitch. Interclub Rugby League is back. Catch every thrilling moment, exclusive highlights, and live action only on Sri Lanka's #1 sports network, ThePapare on Dialog Television, or watch it live anytime, anywhere on the ViU Plus app and ThePapare.com. Join the roar, feel the passion. Don't miss the Interclub Rugby League, only on ThePapare.
just a little bit of
පිටිපන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
Experience the future with Dialog Television. Best of local and international content. Thousands of videos on demand. Seamless rewind. Remoteless control on your mobile. Continue watching on the go. Your Dialog ViU experience is now upgraded. Dialog ViU Plus, tomorrow's entertainment today.
just a little bit of
The ball watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare or Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
ඔයගේ හෘද සාක්ෂියට ගරු කරන්න කියලා මම කාල වේලාවක් දෙන්න.
කාලයට මේ අමිහිරි අතීතය වලලන්නට නොහැකි වුණු බව මට දැන් වැටහෙයි.
For the first time on Sri Lankan TV, Dialog Television brings you Lionsgate Play.
Are you with me? Oh, you enjoying this?
We're gonna have a great time.
All right.
Now available free of charge to all Dialog ViU Hub and ViU Mini postpaid customers. To access, simply go to the home screen on your Dialog ViU and go to Movies and select Lionsgate Play. Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement. Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
පිටිපන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
හතුරු මිතුරු
මොකටද දීවි?
පිටේ කුණු ඇතුළුවා කියලා.
දැන් Dialog Television ViU Mini ViU Hub හා ViU App තුලින් ඔබේ සිනහවට වග කියනු නොලැබේ.
කමන්ඩ ජෝන් සින කට්ටක.
පිටිපන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
They bowled really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare or Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
They bowled really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare or Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. The biggest stars, the boldest plays. Shamariyatapattu leads the charge at the Women's Big Bash 2025. Live from November 9 to December 13 on Star Sports. Select 1 HD, channel 121. Also streaming on the ViU Plus app.
Just a little bit of
They bowled really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare or Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews, and expert commentary. All in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
Get ready, Sri Lanka. The ultimate battle on the rugby pitch. Interclub Rugby League is back. Catch every thrilling moment, exclusive highlights, and live action only on Sri Lanka's #1 sports network, ThePapare on Dialog Television. Or watch it live anytime, anywhere on the ViU app and thepapare.com. Join the roar, feel the passion. Don't miss the Interclub Rugby League, only on ThePapare.
Just a little bit of...
on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක එකේ ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
Experience the future with Dialog Television. Best of local and international content. Thousands of videos on demand. Seamless rewind. Remoteless control on your mobile. Continue watching on the go. Your Dialog ViU experience is now upgraded. Dialog ViU Plus, tomorrow's entertainment today.
Just a little bit of...
Here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare or Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
ඔයගේ හෘද සාක්ෂියක් ගරු කරන්න කියලා මම කාල වේලාවක් දෙන්න.
කාලයට මේ අමිහිරි අතීතය වලලන්නට නොහැකි වුණු බව මට දැන් වැටහෙයි.
For the first time on Sri Lankan TV, Dialog Television brings you Lionsgate Play.
Are you with me? Oh, you enjoy this?
We're gonna have a great time.
All right.
Now available free of charge to all Dialog ViU Hub and ViU Mini postpaid customers. To access, simply go to the home screen on your Dialog ViU and go to Movies and select Lionsgate Play. Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Together, we unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement. Elevate your game with ThePapare, Sri Lanka's ultimate sports destination. Experience every heartbeat and every goal like never before. From cricket to football, rugby to athletics, we capture the spirit of every sport that ignites our passion. Relive legendary moments, exclusive interviews, and expert commentary, all in one place. Join us for live coverage of thrilling matches and events, bringing you closer to the action. Together, We unite a nation through the love of sports. Tune in to ThePapare, your home for all things sports. Live the action. Feel the excitement.
පිටිපන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම. ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
කතුරු මිතුරු.
මොකටද දීවි?
පිටේ කුණු ඇතුළුවා කියලා.
දැන් Dialog Television ViU Mini ViU Hub හා ViU App තුලින් ඔබේ සිනහවට වග කියනු නොලැබේ.
කමන්ඩර් ජෝන් සිනහටක.
පිටිපන්දුවට ඉහළින් හර ස්ථානගත කිරීම. ThePapare on Dialog TV.
ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare.
The ball really well here watching in Sri Lanka on ThePapare on Dialog TV.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
The ball.
And that's it, Akbar brothers, men's Division A champions, and we have the presentation downstairs, and Anushka will be guiding us through the presentation ceremony.
To start off the presentation with the A Division women's runners-up, a hard-fought match. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Team David Pires. Can we ask the players to come up to the stage? Chaturangani Abesingha, Gayani Kodikara, Inoka Sandamali, Kalpani Fernando, Pramesha Fernando, Imesha Tatsarani, Sonali Dharmasena, Janiti Mapatuna, Prasadi de Cruz, Gihansa Nakandalage, Sasanti Samarasingha, can we ask the head coach Hayas Harun to come up to the stage? And ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to the captain of David Pires, Danushka Vijay Singha. Can we ask the players to step up to the stage to accept the Runners-Up Award? Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause for Team David Pires. We want to briefly mention those who made this tournament possible. Our main sponsors, our official broadcasting and media partner, ThePapare, the official performance partner, Under Armour ViU App, the official wellness partner, Ceylon Sports Therapy, and our sponsors, David Pires Group and HMB Leasing. And now, the coveted individual award to receive the Ranil Ganevatta Memorial Most Valuable Player of the Tournament, sponsored by Under Armour and ViU App, current Sri Lanka national player, led the team with 28 points. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Epsiba Washington Clay, your most valuable player. And now, to receive the A Division Women's Champions Trophy and the medals, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a warm round of applause to Team Ceylon, led by your most valuable player, Epsiba Washington, Nihari Pereira, Hansini Malisha, Bethany Lianage, Malavika Aryaratnam, Maleka Rafaidin, the ever-reliable Benika Talagala, Kindu Jailia, Krishani Vijay Sirivardhana, Jitmi Pinnagoda, followed by Sandhanui Bollalage. And can we please ask the head coach, Mr. Chandra Rodrigo, to come up to the stage. And now, to receive the championship trophy for Ceylon back, going back-to-back champions in the Mercantile League. Ladies and gentlemen, a loud round of applause for Cameline Mills. And can we ask the players to join their captain on stage? Give it up for your A Division Women's Champs 2025 Team Ceylon. Thank you, Ms. Anoma. Thank you, Ms. Natasha. And now, to hand over the presentation ceremony, to give out the awards for the men's division, can you please ask the President of Sri Lanka Basketball Federation, Mr. Ashok Jayakumar, accompanied by the President of the Mercantile Services Basketball Association, Mr. Bravin Fernando, and a patron of MSBA, Mr. Nishanta Wickremage, to come up to the stage. And to start the presentation ceremony, to award the third place in the A Division Championship, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause to Team Sampath, led by Samat Dhanavansha, Anushka Vishwanath, Kisaja Pesanjit, Isuru Veerakodi, Sanjeeva Kulamina, Simran Yoganandan, Anushka Jailat, Senath Pahalavatta, and Danoja Pereira. The team was coached by Shanta Sirisurya. And now to receive the third place trophy, give a round of applause to the captain, Vimukti Langasingha. Can I please ask the players to come to the stage? Thank you, Team Sampath. And now, ladies and gentlemen, you witness an amazing 40 minutes of gameplay between Fairfirst and Akbar. Can we have a round of applause for a well thought out game between both teams? Can you give it up for Team Akbar and for Fairfirst? To receive the trophies and medals as the runners-up in the A Division League, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands up for Fairfirst Insurance, led by Shehan Udayanga, Lakshan Kulatunga, Nimesh Fernando, Arnold Brent, Saraka Anuhas Mark Pereira, Terence Densil Nicholas Needorf, Roshan Randima, the team was coached by Coach Asanga Pereira. And now, to receive the runners-up trophy, the 2025 A Division Mercantile League. Ladies and gentlemen, a warm round of applause. Can we ask Isuru Pereira to come up to the stage? Can we ask the team members to go up to the stage? Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for your A Division runners-up in the men's league, Fairfirst Insurance. And another shout out for our main sponsors, without whom this would not have been possible. The official broadcasting and media partner, ThePapare. The official performance partner, Under Armour, ViU App. The official wellness partner, Ceylon Sports Therapy. And our sponsors, David Pierce Group and HMB Leasing. And now for the most valuable trophy to receive the Ranil Ganewata Memorial Most Valuable Player of the Tournament, sponsored by Under Armour, ViU App. With 162 points in the league, 113 rebounds, out of which 47 were offensive rebounds. Current national player, wearing number 17, give it up for Dasun Mendes. Thank you, Dasun. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for a dominant league for Dasun Mendes. And now, a hard-fought 40 minutes of gameplay to receive the A Division Men's Championship for the first time. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Team Akbar. Led by number 4, Randil Henry. Tahir Akbar Ali. Selvam Savarimuttu. Franklin Moraes. Number 12, Sanketa Jayaratna. Jeevan Priyankara. And your most valuable player, Dasun Mendes. Number 23, Praneeth Udumalagala. Senura De Alves. The team was coached by Ajit Kuruppu. Can we please ask Mr. Kuruppu to come up on stage? And now, to receive the first ever A Division Championship trophy for Akbar Brothers, wearing number 9, the captain, Dimitri Gray. Players, can we ask you to join your captain on stage? Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your A Division Championship winning team, Akbar Brothers.
Congratulations, Akbar Brothers, for their championship, and That's it from the Royal College Indoor Basketball Arena. And it was well and surely a thrilling couple of days here in the Royal Basketball Arena. And thank you for joining with us in this in all these days. And I'm Adib Siddiq signing off on behalf of the Papare technical and production crew. Stay tuned to Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, The Papare. Thank you and good night.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, The Papare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
ඉස්ලින්ද ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංකයේ ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to The Papare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on The Papare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.